Hey y'all, before I start the next, um, before I get into the next part, I just want to go back to part 6 just for a little bit. Before we actually got taken away from our adoptive parents, um, I woke up one morning and my sister was gone. So, my sister was gone. So, our dad told her that he was taking her on a trip, just her and him by themselves. Got on a plane and took my sister to San Antonio, Texas. It wasn't until he started to leave that she realized what was going on. But anyways, he took her to some type of home on some type of farm and placed her into these people care. It was a home for multiple kids, not just one. It was like a facility, but different. I can't explain it. But out in the middle of nowhere. And he left her there. It wasn't until a year and a half later that I seen my sister again. When I seen my sister again, I was already in North Arkansas with a different foster family. Come to find out, CPS workers had already picked my sister up from that farm because I later saw her. And our foster families took us both to the zoo to reconcile with each other and be with each other. It wasn't a permanent place, but I did love the fact that I was able to see my sister again, as I didn't know what happened to her. And then, as I stated, I stayed with the family for some time. Like, a bond formed. I was one of theirs. Skin color didn't matter. They treated me as one of their own. They took me to get my hair done, which I was very thankful for because a lot of the temporary homes before this particular home did not know how to do hair. Hair was breaking off, falling out. They made sure to take me to get my hair done. They couldn't do my hair, but they made sure to take me somewhere that knew how to do my hair. Anyways, court date came up. When I went to court, as I said, I can't recall, but I believe we wrote the judge a letter explaining our situation and our side. This foster family wanted to adopt me. They wanted to adopt me. By then, my sister had already been taken somewhere else to another home, and I had no idea where. But I seen her at court. Our adoptive dad got on the stand. He didn't take up for us. He didn't do none of that. He agreed. If you stay quiet and not respond to certain situations or correct certain situations, you are in agreement with the lies that were being told because you were part of those lies. The judge considered our letter. So the temporary visits and everything with our adoptive mother and father stopped, their parental rights were taken away. Their parental rights was taken away, which I was very thankful for. But at the end of the day, me and my sister remained separated for some time. So it took us going in front of a judge for the judge to actually see the truth behind all the lies that were told, and took her parental. Actually, he did not take her parental rights. I do believe she gave up her parental rights. If you're not guilty of something, why would you agree to give up your parental rights? All of that abusiveness, gets it caught up to her, I don't know. Or once we made it to the judge and she seen that the judge wasn't believing that was the end of that. Either way, I went back to North Arkansas with my foster family. And that was the last time, because I wanted to be with my sister. I missed my sister. We grew up beside each other. We were inseparable. So after that, I was brought to the foster home my sister resided in. And things didn't stop. The living situation stopped, but we were just brought into a whole nother type of situation. She was an older lady, very strict, very, very strict and mean. I mean, mean. She didn't physically touch us or anything like that, but it was the words. Let me remind you, we have already went through so much. I've already went through so much. And I just want to be there with my sister. Either way, that didn't last long. My sister was then removed out of that house. And I was there left with other foster care children without my sister. I started getting into things that I shouldn't have. Nothing to land me in jail, of course, but I started getting into trouble, fights, arguments, started sneaking out. Like, all I wanted was my sister. So eventually, I got removed from the home as well and was placed into some type of behavioral health until another foster home came available. When I winded up back with my sister at the end of it all. Oh, but it wasn't a foster home. It was a shelter in Arkansas. It was for girls and boys, some of them that's been, some of them that's waiting to go to like an actual jail because of the type of crimes they've committed. Why were we there? I don't understand. That's not the type of place that we should have been in. We should have been taken to a loving home together. We stayed there for quite some time. Different schools, everything. Then we were taken to another foster home together. Around that time when that foster home came up, I believe this was 2003, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was 2003, maybe 2005. It was somewhere around that area. I really can't remember. But either way,